Alright, oh, I guess I could turn my head around now. Make myself look a little more professional. I don't want to look like an idiot here. But I do anyway, don't I? Yeah, I heard you say that. This is continuing with the series of poems that I was doing for this page. This one's called Singles Ad, which this was actually a true thing. I actually read this ad in the paper. Um, and I thought it was rather strange because it was a very big ad. Um, and it's called Singles Ad. Sitting in Central Park reading the classifieds, came across a big ad, one meant to catch an eye. A single white male wants the woman of his dreams. He was to the point, short and sweet. He said, "Hey, I'm just a simple man. My name don't shine in Broadway lights. I may not be a GQ boy, and I'm not the best of the wise. But if you get to know me, you'll see the man I can be. But if you get to know me, I'll treat you like a queen." His hobbies are horses, cars, and flying kites. He dreams of being a singer, if only for one magic night. He says he's been hurt by love, but he's always found a way. He doesn't want perfection, just solid honesty. So think about it, ladies. Realize your opportunity. They say a man like that can give you the galaxy. All you have to do is accept his dreams. Which is true. You find a man like that, you definitely have to hold on to him. What else do we have here? My battery's going low. Oh, this is a good one. This is like first date, I think. This is kind of like a first date thing. Um, Let me see here. Wow, I didn't put a name on it. Unusual. Oh, I'm glad to see you. I got the pages backwards. I'm glad to see you is the name of this one. I got to see you today, as beautiful as I remember. Made a few embarrassing mistakes, even caught the stove on fire. But you didn't seem to mind, but I wasn't really sure. I hoped to myself I was just being immature. I liked your voice. It sounded soft and stern. It snuck out with your breath, a touch of something yearned. You make me curious as to what you want. Would it be a challenge to take on? What would it be based upon? I'm willing to see where this friendship path may decide to lead. I'm sorry the meal was less than gourmet. Next time there will be no excuse. Next time there will be no excuse to be said. I hope judgment is not a rule, though it is a wise tool. What you see, brightened by who I am able to be. Not to use conceit, but I worked hard to know the pleasure of knowing me. I'm glad we have met. It would be exceptionally nice if we spent some time watching a sunset. I like that one. Flubbed it a little bit, but I think you got the point of it. I liked it. That was actually someone that I met once in New Orleans, and I cooked her a steak dinner, but she turned out to be, I guess, a little out of my league. She thought because I lived in a condominium that I was extremely rich, which I wasn't extremely rich, but I had more money than most people. Um, Let me see here. No, those two are heartbreaks. We don't want any heartbreaks yet. Though this page will have something to do with heartbreaks. This one I wrote sitting in a bar. Um, this is like really, really short. A couple of these are really, really short, but this one I wrote sitting in a bar. It's like what just happened, because this was like really shocked the hell out of me because I'm sitting there and had a few drinks, jamming to the music, and I turn over and just this absolutely gorgeous model chick is standing next to me, and I was just like, damn, what just happened? Because our eyes like made contact, and you guys know what it's like, you women know what it's like when you meet a model type guy. you know. So this is called What Just Happened. Damn, what just happened to my brain? God's greatest creation are driving me insane. Not with pleasure, but electricity. My heart would burst if she looked at me. So intense, so moonlit bright, what a shame she's not mine. And too bad the grandfather of dear old time sure the fuck ain't on my side. Yeah, short, huh? She was a young woman. I believe she was probably way younger than me. Probably just barely old enough to be in the bar, or maybe a little bit older, I don't know. But I remember she was beautiful. This one's called A Poem with No Name. And I remember this one too. But my battery's starting to blink, so I want to try to get this one in before it dies out on me. Maybe one or two more if I can. Every time these eyes see your beautiful face, my love goes crazy, a craziness I cannot shake. I'll climb a lava mountain, swim a poison sea. I'll do what it takes to have you here with me. You think you're not ready? Well, just give me a chance. I'll show you my love. I'm a faithful man. Promises won't be made I can't afford to keep. I won't tell lies or sneak out when you sleep. I'll try not to hurt you, even when we argue and fight. I can't give you every minute, but I'll give you my life. My love for you is stronger than any kind of steel. Give me a chance, girl. You'll find I'm for real. So here's a poem with no name. It may be kind of long, but it's what my heart says. I hope there is sense within these words. It's just somehow, some way, I've got to be heard. So here's a poem. It has no name, but it knows what I want to say. I like that one too. That was written to my ex-wife, I believe, to be honest with you. That was when we first met, and I think I rewrote that to add it to my collection. This one is called You're My Lady, and this one was also written to my ex-wife when we first met. We met when we were both 19. It's called You're My Lady. When I was just 19, your path merged into mine. You excited me with your fantasies. You charmed me with your smile. You said you were lonely. Lord knows I was too. Said you didn't want just another one-night stand. But before our eyes met, baby, our love already began. We headed down south and you beat up Ford, looking for a place to call home. We found a country town named Lexington. I said, you said, at the end of the aisle, then you gave me a child. Traveled further south, then back up north again, leaving experiences behind, taking on a new life. Dead dog tired, but you never left my side. That's why you're my lady, you're my one and only. You're the cab that drives me home, the only one who calms my storms. You're the one that helps me to bed when whiskey's too much in my head. You're my dreams at night when I sleep. You're the blanket. Oops. You're everything I need. You're the blanket that keeps me warm and the rose that has no thorn. You're the teardrops in my eyes and the craziness in my head. That's why you're my lady. That's why I love you. That's why you're my lady. Yeah, that was written for my ex-wife when we very first met. And I thought it was pretty cool. I believe, I'm not sure what this one is. Oh, this is actually towards all those stupid idiot guys who don't realize what they're looking at. They see a piece of meat, but I see more. But actually, I don't have time. So I'm going to call it end for now. And I will do some more of these on another video at another time because it's getting late. And I'm tired and I want to go to bed. So, y'all have a good night. Peace. See ya.